Greetings, my Stephanies, and welcome to this new Milgram video where today we are going to focus on the youngest one of our little prisoner, Amane. I'm really excited. She was one of the prisoners that intrigued me the most, simply because she's pretty young, and I am both scared for her and about her, of her, of her. So here we are. By the way, I wanted to thank you too before starting this little video for all of the love that you gave to the Kazooie video. I wasn't expecting you to be so into it and so motivated and full of energy for this man. That put me in a real surprise and great mood. So thank you everyone who watched it, who left an adorable little comment. I read them. I'm just taking way too much time to answer them, but know that I love each and every single one of these comments that you have for me. So I hope you're as motivated as I am and as you were for today's analysis theory about our prisoner number 8. So in my little notebook, tell me your wisdom, I remember I had a little theory about Amane that I made on a whim, but I'm not sure if it's that, but I said so. First, Amane, from her voice, from the voice trailer, we know that she is 12 years old, 6th grade, and that's it. I mean, that's not it. There are like a point that is quite interesting in her voice trailer. We'll maybe come back to it. Then in the undercover MV, her lyrics where the magic is in believing there is no righteousness in broken promises. And something that surprised me, or that... So okay, my theory from the... basically from her age, I think, is that I thought that she had like a beef with a friend of her. Like they made a promise, like she had a bestie, she made a promise with the best friend. The best friend broke this promise voluntarily or involuntarily, and then she killed this friend of her. 12 years old is pretty young to kill someone, but you know, I don't know if she has some like issues or like some trouble to understand the world around her. Like, is she conscious of her act and that it is bad? We are maybe going to see that with this voice drama. Like, is she like, yeah, is she having like health issues, mental health issues that like prevented her from seeing that killing is bad, or like was she... I don't know. Like, it's just like the fact that she's so young is like throwing my theories in disarray. Like I'm it's hard to make things out of her. And there was also something very interesting that she said in the voice drama that was, let me find back, yeah, my crimes isn't what you're doing to us a crime. While I won't judge you, I believe that there are things more important than laws. And for a 12-year-old child to say that, that's pretty impressive. I mean, that's... I had... No, that sounds so ominous when I say I had my brother. I had a 12-year-old brother. No, I mean like... like I know because I'm the big sister, and I saw my little brother like grew up basically. I kind of I'm used to the reasoning of a normal 12-year-old child, and it's not really that kind of reasoning, so she must be pretty smart, pretty intelligent, pretty aware of her surrounding. So I'm really excited to see like how is her whole thinking working, because she seems on one hand like, yeah, to really know what is happening, to like be really aware of things and like what she is experiencing, that we are looking her up while she's a minor, a child, but on the other hand, she killed someone. So maybe it was in self-defense. I don't know. Did I write something about it? In self-defense, but you're 12 years... Yeah, so if it's in self-defense, I doubt that the victim will be her age. Maybe someone older. But then, at the same time, in the voice trailer too, we had like this broken record, like the little hidden sentence, as I will call it now, was I'm sorry, sorry. I'm sorry, sorry. I'm sorry for breaking the rules. And now all of my theories are crumbling down because I don't know. I mean, I guess. Is it the rules of the schools? Is it the rules of the house? We'll see. And then we have... So now it was everything that I had to say about her. We will clearly learn more, I guess, I hope, about her in this voice drama in MV. Now, something really interesting that I noticed too is the name of her voice drama, called Apostle and Death. Apostle being, I remember like something from the... I need to see the meaning of apostle, because I guess I know it, but... Yeah, oh yeah, so this is what I'm so scared to do, to like say mistakes when it comes to this subject, because when I had like, I was in the Christian schools, but my memories of it are pretty hazy, so I don't want to say things that are not true. But Oxford Dictionary: Apostle, each of 12 chief disciples of Jesus Christ, an important early Christian teacher or pioneering missionary. A vigorous and pioneering advocate or supporter of a particular policy, idea, or cause. Okay, so it's like a ruler, an authoritative person who has knowledge and who is like bringing you knowledge. The broader meaning of a messenger, and the narrower meaning of an early Christian apostle, directly linked to Jesus Christ. Okay. The word apostle means one who is sent out. Is she an apostle, or was she the victim of an apostle and death? Apostle and death. Or is it... Yeah. So we already have like this messenger religious background that is that is making my head spin, because last time we oh no, Amy, stop. Last time we had something remotely linked to the Bible. It was with Shido, and I said he was a cult leader. Now I don't want to do the same mistake. Or was little Amane in actually the apostle of Shido's cults? Oh no, this will be my funny headcanon. Now, to debunk this little theory, let's watch it. I wonder what their relationship can be with S, because if S is 15, Amane is 12, they can have a good chit-chat. I guess, I hope, I don't know. She's the little sister of the group, take care of her, S. I've kept you waiting, Amane. Yes, you did. You're late. Okay. Alright, let us start the interrogation. I don't want to. Oh yeah, this is also something that I've noticed in the voice trailer. Her sentences are very short, linguistically speaking, but I guess that is because like she is a child. Like when she say, "Hello, I'm Amane, I'm 12, I'm on 6th grade. My crime, nice to meet you." Like, I mean, this is basic presentation, but like she didn't like flourish, embellish her words. But I don't think like she would have any like linguistic strategy or like putting a mask or something on her. She's too young maybe, but at the same time I don't want to be fooled by her age, you know?
Huh?
I don't want to, huh? I won't acknowledge it. What do you mean? It is your duty. Whoa. Oh my. It is your duty to apologize to me first. She comes off as... Was she trained in the military or something? Or are her parents like soldiers or officers or colonel? Like with the... like the way she's like speaking like short sentence, like orders. Straight to the point, just like in military. And how she's like, it's your duty, like I won't acknowledge it, and it's your duty to apologize first. Like the duty to apologize is kind of a strong way to word it. Do you understand? Oh no, her sentences are pretty long too, it can be. It is vital to always be on time for things. Whoa, when you do something wrong, you need to apologize. Those are both my personal rules and those of society. This is what no. So I was like, I didn't want to say it, but maybe I will try to say it because I don't want to create stupid theory. But if her parents are on the military, is it possible for her, like, I don't know, I just had this image of, you know, Violet Evergarden being a soldier, like a child soldier, child weapon, or like, I mean, even like nowadays in some countries you have like child soldiers. Can she be a child? But at the same time, it makes no sense for her to be like a child soldier or a weapon because she has her like school bag. So that means that she's going to school, right? She's not like hidden from society or like for being used to kill people. Like, okay, what was... So, maybe this theory is wrong, but for example, what would happen if you're in Milgram because people force you to kill other people, and that, like, you are only a weapon who is killing people without a second thought? I mean, technically not very guilty, but you're not conscious of what you did. I mean, we still need to see if she's conscious about her crimes or not. But I really love the way she's talking. It's like I'm doing a like research and masters in languages and linguistics, so I'm really interested in like this syntax and grammar and everything. So it's really interesting to see how she can talk like that at such a young age. Like, it's pretty concise and pretty straight to the point. I mean, like, I guess like, the thing that maybe will be pretty helpful, that I don't think she will try to hide anything. Like, she will put it like blatantly in front of us. Like, maybe it will help us to understand better what happened to her. It's vital to always be on time for things. Yeah, just like in military, like you wake up at 5 a.m, you need, like, you have 1 minute to get out of your bed, do your bed, and like put on your clothes. And when you do something you need to apologize. Or she was in a strict household too. Like, always apologize when you did something wrong and like realize your mistakes. Those are both my personal rules and those of society. Society, I'm not so sure. It can be your personal rules, but like the rule of society, in which I would at the same time agree and disagree with it, because in which society asks you to absolutely apologize for something you did wrong? I mean, maybe in Japan it's more common to apologize for your mistake. Not really in the country I live. I mean, it's less common to see like people in society, like normal people, apologize for their wrongdoing. Maybe it's something that is more set in the country, from which it is. So I would suppose Japan. But personal rules. Do you set yourself personal rules when you're 12? Like, do a normal child has such high standard, high moral compass? Are you done? I would like to start your interrogation. S also seems so done. No, I'm not done talking. I need to make sure you are aware of your mistake. Who are you? Amane, what is this behavior that clearly doesn't really belong to a child? I mean, like, the speech she's using. I don't want to belittle the 12 people that we have on this society, but... Or maybe it's just my brother who wasn't able to speak as well as her, but... I need to make sure you are aware of your mistake. At what point in time do you teach that to a child? I mean, yeah, if she had strict parents, yeah, military parents that always would like force her to recognize her mistake and apologize for them. Like, it's okay to like welcome this thing, like to have these things forced on you, but then to reproduce this behavior, like it's another thing. I would feel like in which context would she be like, would she dare to reproduce the behavior of what I suppose would be like her parents telling her that? Why are you making a face like that? If there's something you want to say. She's 12. S is 15. I don't think S will be okay with this behavior. I'm not in the mood to play along with you. Listen, Amane. S is so down. What is it? And you see, I also really love how she's speaking, like how the way she's talking to S, because she's not scared. She's definitely not scared of them. I don't think she's scared of this place, which is pretty strange. Yeah, she's not scared at all. Or is it her defense mechanism that is speaking? Like, even the way she said it. Here, when she's asking the question, what is it? You clearly see here in her tone, like it's not like you could expect a little like, what is it, or what is it, like a little wave. I mean, emotions, basically emotions in her voice. Like, what is it? I don't know, an outburst or something. But here she's really like, not determined, but yeah, like, what is it? Like, she's like the psychiatrist of S. Like, tell me your problem. What is it? You have a problem, apologize first. Like, Don't get the wrong idea. You are inmate and I am the warden. That's our dynamic. I have no intention. I have no intention of letting you order me around. Oh, I think they won't have a nice relationship if Amane is keeping her role of being so straightforward. But if you're the warden, as you say you are, shouldn't you take the prisoner's opinion into consideration? I really love the conversation they're having. Like it's just, I feel like it's smarter and more intellectual than some other interrogation that we had. Don't make me laugh. I'm not your teacher at school. It isn't my goal to teach you things or guide you on the right path. Yeah, S just wants information and wants to understand the prisoners better. They are not here to take care of the child, basically. Milgram's goal isn't to turn you back into decent human beings and get you back into normal society. What's needed here are firm, honest judgments and decisions. I mean, if you want honest judgments, I guess Amane is like the only one who will give you straightforward and honest judgment. Because, yeah, seeing how straightforward she is, I don't think she will try to hide anything. Like, she will tell you the truth blatantly in your face and you will have to accept it as. But the thing is, what happened for her to turn that way? I would assume the education she had. Judgments and decisions. Oh, we see a little bit of less strength in her voice. All that is needed is a decision on whether the crimes are forgivable or not. I don't have any responsibility beyond that. And I have no intention of letting myself be fooled by the impression that you're just a little kid. That's what I said at the beginning. I see. Is that so? So desu ka? It is. Now let's get to the interrogation. Oh god. Amane, are we going to spend 10 minutes on you trying to make us apologize before getting to the real point, like to the core of your crime? Like, wait. Would you think she would be capable of killing someone if this person didn't apologize to her? Like, I won't let you go until you apologize to me, unless you apologize. Only when you are apologizing to me, I will let you go. But you see that when I say it aloud, it would feel like it would give you the impression that it is like more the speech of a spoiled brat. But like the way she's saying it is not a speech like of a spoiled or like rotten kid. On the contrary, I feel like she was taught this way. But the thing is, like, I would assume that she has this attitude probably because her parents were like that to her, like forcing her to apologize for all of the mistakes she did, and like she would apologize. But that is one thing to like take this attitude, like to receive this attitude in your face. It is another thing to like reproduce this attitude on people. I don't know. What the context? I need more context, more clues, more things. As myself. And if we are going to talk about S and S being themselves, we are done. S is going to be triggered and Amane is going to stomp on them. I don't know. Yeah, it is only natural for a person to apologize for another for breaking a promise. Okay, there's something about promise. She said it in her MV. I mean, like, she didn't in her MV, no, in the Milgram undercover MV. She said the magic is in believing there's no rightness in broken promises. Did she kill her parents because the parent broke a promise they did to her? But like, that would be wild for a 12-year-old to kill someone. Like an adult. Unless you're poisoning them, that would maybe be the more efficient way to do so. But the killing frame in the MV is, I assume, is like her being like the body of the victim being flat on the ground on the back, and her like straddling the victim, holding above her something, not a bat, but an object, a long object. What? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a knife, like more something that you hit a person with. But there's something with promises. Promises, rules, breaking them, breaking promises. What? Are you looking so doubtful? Are you not human? Are we going to have any confirmation? Because at the first I thought like S was maybe like a non-human entity or like a holographic robotic thing. And ever since then, I didn't ask myself this question again, but... No, I'm sure you're right. Did it trigger something in them again? I apologize. So, they searched deep down in themselves and said, okay, I will apologize. Or maybe they did that because they understood that it would be like the only possible way to continue with the interrogation. Like if they didn't say sorry, we would have like run in circles for the whole 14 minutes. So good for them to apologize, though this little part was interesting too. Okay, I'm kind, so I shall forgive you. That's nice, isn't it? If my parents were in my place, you would have been lectured for another hour. Okay, something to do with parents. I'm ready. I'm ready. I spent my whole childhood having beef with my strict parents. If they did anything to Amane that I will consider now my child, my daughter, the end of the continuity of this video will be kind of a mess. If my parents were in my place, you would have been lectured for another hour. Yeah, I get you, Amane. I'm glad I wasn't born into your family. Is that so? This is the thing. She thinks it is normal. She thinks it is... I mean... trying not to project anything into this character, but she thinks it's normal to be like reprimanded, like always be like criticized, or like having like this strictness and righteousness around her. So she thinks it's normal, but then you meet other people, you tell them your story, they're like, you know, that's not normal. And like, oh, is that so? But I live it pretty well. And people are like, no, but you know, this is actually not right. And you would be like, oh, well, too bad I had to live through that then. I like, you didn't even know or like feel like it is wrong. Alright, we're running late, so let's start the interrogation. Yeah, she's a bit like, she reminds me of, you know, in the way like she's turning like this whole interrogation into her advantage, like, but like without really having this like second thought of like trying to manipulate like the rules. She doesn't do it on purpose. But it will trigger us either way. That's my
僕
line
のセ
though.
リフだけどな。
I know they will start if they start bickering for 10 minutes. This will be funny.
ママ
but-
せあまね
I'm Amane Mamase. I'm 12 years old. I'm in 6th grade in primary school of primary. So yeah, she's going to school. She's not homeschooled, so she can't be a soldier. Jeez, you're really something considering your age. Even most adults would be at least a little
その
anxious
年
in
で
an
堂
environment
々
like
と
this.
したもの
Yeah,
だな。
she's
大人で
clearly
も
not scared
この
about
環境に
S.
恐れを感
And
じ
this
てい
is
ると
why
い
this
うのに。
even more interesting. She's not scared of S. She's not scared of the place. She doesn't ask question. For now, she doesn't ask question about why she's there, even though we know like she's like she's like don't you think that what was her line again, like don't you think that what you're doing is a crime because yeah you are like keeping us prisoners. Yeah, she's not scared. She's like accepting fate,
何
welcoming fate. Ah! It's not scary at all. After all, God is here to protect me. So she is in the Shido cult. Oh shoot! Amane, yeah, we are going... Where is this going to go?
全然怖く
I
ないです
wonder.
私のことは神様が守ってくれていますから。
そういうところは。
In that aspect, you really are a child. Oh, is religion common in Japan? I don't know.
子供なん
Because
だ
in
な。
France, it's not that really common. I mean, like, we have religious school. Because I went to a religious school, but it's not all the children are going there because, like, it's private schools that are costing some money, so it's not public schools. But I don't know how, like, Japan's, like, their relationship with with religion. Like in France, it's like you can't really show it. Like we have like this laicity thing, so don't know all the culture. I should get to know that better too. Wasn't expecting though that I would need this knowledge for this voice drama, but I will happily learn more about this subject. Of course, this is rather unusual experience, but I'm aware that it is something like a trial.
これは突飛な出来事です。
Oh, yeah, so it is like fate. So it's not fate. I mean, is it fate for her? Yeah, this is like the trial that God, fate, destiny. I don't think we can we call it that the same? I don't think so. I think it's different. But yeah, it's like something on her way that she has to
試練みたいな
overcome
ものなのだと
and that she will overcome, otherwise she wouldn't have
認
this
識し
trial.
ています。きっと
Was basically what I was told when I was young. I am certain that once I have overcome this, I will be able to achieve further personal growth once more. I will have a blast during this whole voice drama and MV and with this character, because I was pretty triggered when I was a child by that type of discourse too. Why would... Is killing a person also a trial in your existence, Amane? I don't know. Yeah, because like you know when something bad happened, like when a tragedy happened in your family, and you're like you obviously like you're not that feeling that well at school, and your teacher like you're like what is it? You're 5-year-old and your teacher is like, well, stop crying or stop being depressed. Like it's not like you earned it, but it's like if it happened, it's like for a good reason. So like stop being so sad and like go back and do your your things, like go back and do your lesson and stop being so depressed in my class. And you're there, yeah, I'm 6 and like yeah, but like God wanted to like put this trial in your way, so you're going to overcome it. Just like don't bother me. And you're like, okay, I guess so.
乗り越えた時に、私はもう一つ 成長できるのだと思います。
Yes, okay.
殊勝な心
Like it's both right and like I understand this discourse, but like when you say it to a young child, it's not maybe the best discourse you can offer them. So be mindful. You have strong faith.
あ
Huh?
と何でしょう。
What else? I am good at getting up early. Getting up early, a bit like military. So I suppose I need to lay out the military theory, like the military ID. It's like a religious household. I am good at getting up early. My hobby is studying, and my best subject is Japanese. Why do I feel like I'm reading my curriculum vitae here? Yeah, you're good at getting up early because if you don't get up early, you are getting yelled out. Your favorite hobby is studying because if you're not good at studying and if you have bad grades, you are yelled at. And your best subject is Japanese. Well, I can see that my best subject was French too. French and English. And that's why she is also like pretty, not well-mannered, but she has a really good way of speaking because her best subject is Japanese. I
特技は
see.
早寝早起き。趣味は
Glad to
勉
know
強。
more about
得
her.
意な教科は国語です。野菜が好きで、
My favorite food are vegetables, and I do not eat meat. Is there anything else I would like to know? You would like to know. Your favorite food are vegetables because you don't have sweets at home because this is bad. Like sweets are banned in your household, and you do not eat meat because it is bad to kill animals. Yeah, I get you. Is there anything else you would like to know?
牛、豚、鳥などの肉類は食べられません。他に何か聞きたいことはありますか？看守さん、
Yeah, S is being like drowned into this information that they probably doesn't care about. Warden-san, why are you spacing out like that?
何をぼーっとしている
Are
ので
you
す
a
か？
picky eater as
Shop.
well? Are you
で
a
も
picky
怠慢
eater,
ですか？
Amane? No, you are eating
Amane.
your vegetable. It's great. It's great to eat your vegetables. I love fruit and vegetables. I was thinking about how
人
you
殺しなのだなと
too have killed someone. Yeah, it's difficult to imagine this. Huh.
その質問はどういう意味でしょう？
Huh. What are you trying to say? Are you not the one who assembled all of us here for that exact reason? Also, she's aware why she's here. And she doesn't seem to put a contradiction to it. Like, she's even surprised that S is surprised. That's to tell you how good in her shoes she is.
どうか。あなたがそう言って私たちを
I
集めて
would
きたの
have
ではないで
expected
す
her
か？
to be a bit shaken by
言葉
that,
通りの
but
意味だ。
no. I meant what I said. Not taking your way of speaking into
少し
consideration.
言葉遣いが
You're
大行
just
と
like
いう
an
ことを
ordinary
除けば、
elementary
お前
schooler.
は普通の小学生
Yeah,
に見
so
える。
what would have pushed her to
言葉
commit a
遣い
crime?
はそう
My way of speaking is something I probably owe to my education and environment. Yes. Yeah. This plays a big role, education and environment, like into like shaping a child. And the thing is, like, children, we know how malleable they are, like their brain, like it's so easy to play with their brain or like to implement beliefs, things into them that can just like settle in there, like some like beliefs and way of seeing the world, like you like, because children, like the brain of children is like sponges, like it's taking everything into the little brain, but if there's something that you strongly want to put into them, like it is possible, and then this will cement, and then it will be very difficult to make them realize that maybe some beliefs are more okay than the other, and especially if in regard to cults, like I still don't know, like I am walking on edge because I don't want to misinterpret anything. Like, especially if we talk about like cult and so on, like, could be really easy to manipulate a child. But at the same time, she was at school, so at least she has a bit of social. She had a way to socialize. But is it a religious school too? A cultist school?
そうです
I
ね。
don't know.
教育と環境のおかげでしょうか。それで
So?
とても人殺しには見
You
え
didn't
ない。
even begin to look like a murderer.
なるほど。
I see. You judging me by my physical appearance and how
そ
old
れ
I
は外
am.
見や年齢ということですかね。
She doesn't like that.
そうか
I
も
guess so.
しれないな。
看守さんは
What a son.
What?
Do you think that just because someone is a child, there are
子
no
供であれ
way?
ば人を殺さないとお
There's,
思いです
there's no way they could have killed someone. Yeah, so like she is fully admitting it. Okay, like she's
So-
fully aware that she did a crime. She killed someone. So she's not okay. So the theory of her being used as a tool, it crumbles too. I didn't mean it like that. It's true that everyone chosen by Milgram is involved in someone else's
そういう
death.
わけではない。
One way or another. Yeah, but you see the way she's phrasing her sentence, it seems like she's aware that she has blood on her hands. Like if you take like her speech, compare for example to Kazui one. In Kazui you can feel that he wasn't really like he didn't really actively killed his victim, that he was like a reason that pushed the victim to be killed. Here, you have more the impression that Amane is truly like the one who take her alive by her own hands, like with her own hands. Like I don't know. I mean, like it's how my brain interprets all of this. Maybe I'm wrong, but there is something in her firmness that makes me think that. And it's also there's also something that that made me laugh a bit. How S is like, oh yeah, you young. I wasn't really expecting you to kill someone because of your age, because you're just a high schooler. You don't look like a murderer. S. You're 15. S. You don't look like a prison guard. Don't you dare to have the same speech toward Amane, like the speech that you hate. Don't dare to have it toward Amane, who is younger than you. Like S, who has like this inferiority complex, is pushing this complex, this insecurities on Amane. I don't know. But like they should know better than anyone else that don't judge a book by a cover and don't assume things because of someone else's age or appearance. It's kind of
ミルグラ
funny.
ムが選んできた以上、囚人が人の死に関わっていることには間違いない。それは前提だ。それが覆れば、
That's a
全
given
て意味
fact
のな
that
いことに
comes
なってし
before
まう。
all
で
else.
は何でしょう
Then, what the issues? Is it unusual for a child to kill someone? Yeah, you see? This is what I said about having like a childhood when you think things are normal, and then you meet other people and you realize that no, it's not supposed to be normal.
子供であ
If a child kills someone, but there always be other circumstances leading up to it, do you think they should be forgiven just because they are children? She's so smart. And she's so right too. The thing is, if a child kills someone, may there always be other circumstances, you know? Yeah, the problem with child and like younger people, like even like teenager, is that they are heavily influenced by other. It's really easy to influence their brain. So like if we like okay, I will talk about one of my beloved book that is silent reading. It's a Chinese danmei book, really wonderful, and there is this main character. Is it a spoiler? I don't think it's a spoiler. Maybe it's a spoiler, so fast forward 30 seconds if you want to read silent reading. Okay. So there's this main character who doesn't feel emotion, doesn't feel pain, doesn't feel sadness. I mean, pain, he can feel it. He doesn't feel sadness or remorse. A bit sociopathic in a way. I don't remember how it was worded, and I don't want to say anything like it. I don't want to like misjudge him or like put the wrong characteristic on him. But wait, either way, he was forced by his father from a very young age to kill little animals and little mouse, little birds by strangulation, to like really kill them with his own hands. And so because he was so used to kill them, and it was like literally an exercise that his father gave him, like you start to get accustomed to this feeling of death. Like it starts to be normal for you to just kill animals, and then of course you can imagine that it starts with little animals, then it goes to bigger animals, eventually it might go to other living being. But like, is it your fault? Like deep down, there are other circumstances leading up to this. It's really an interesting case. Because like the fault will be on the father, but at the same time you are the one who killed the people. But at the same time, when you were a child, you couldn't really see that what you were doing is wrong, especially if you are isolated from other people who are not killing animals when they are young. Like if you don't have any possibility to socialize with other people and to understand that what you are doing is not normal, well, whose fault is this? That was my parenthesis about silent reading. But read it. It's really, it's a wonderful book. Like if you love crime, psychology, boys love, like even if you don't like boys, I advise you to read it. It's interesting.
あれば人を殺したことに何か事情があるかもしれないですか？だから許すべきとでも思っ
Wait, the thing is, sorry. If Amane is brainwashed, or if she is influenced by her environment and education, why is she even here? Like this is a question that we can ask to like many Milgram characters, but why isn't she in like therapy? Like because you have, I think it exists like therapy that teach you like the accompany. It's a bit like addiction, you know. Like you can learn to not be addicted anymore. Well, here with this therapy, you can learn not to be brainwashed anymore.
ていますか？
So, first place, why is she even here? I did not go as far as to say that. It's just that the Japanese law enforcement handle things that way, judging a person's deeds while taking their age into consideration. Yeah, but we saw with Mu. And I remember I already said this comment during Mu's video. But with Mu, we learned that the Japanese law, like we had like the juvenile law, and it doesn't take into consideration people who are younger than 16, 15, I don't remember. That you are not like blameable or like less blameable if you are under 15. Amane is 12. So why is she even here? Or was she sent by her parents? Imagine.
不服ですね。
I'm disappointed. You don't seem to be
ま
taking
るで
me
子供であれ
seriously.
ば
Merely
自我
based
が
on
未
the
熟であ
fact
る
that
と
I'm
決めつけ
shy.
た
Yeah, she's
よう
fully
な言い
aware.
草です。
She's self-aware. And like it's funny too how she's like, I mean she's pretty much like S in this way. She's like, oh, you don't believe I am capable of that. Oh, you don't, like you want to blame it on my age. But like I am the one who committed the murder. I was in my full possession of my my everything. I was conscious. Like stop saying it's not me. Like you almost feel like she won all of the credits for what she did. What did she? I don't know. But I mean, yeah, it's funny because it's not last week, like some days ago, I reacted to Kazui, and Kazui was like, oh yeah, well, I did that because I'm an adult, and as it's so hard to be an adult, sometimes when you're an adult, you are covered. Like, he was not blaming on him being the older, but when you compare, like, the oldest person in this prison with the youngest person of this prison, it's kind of funny, because you would have expected the contrary, that Amane would be like, oh yeah, but I'm a child, so I did nothing wrong. And you would have expected the older one to be like, oh yeah, I'm fully, like, I'm a grown man, I know what I did, but the role are reversed. It's funny.
幼少期は親の教育の影響
But
が
it's true that a parent's influence on adolescence is strong, isn't it? Compared to adults, you are a lot more dependent on your parents.
強いのは事実だろう。
We're going to talk
先
about the
進に比べ
parents.
て自我
Let's
が
talk
未発
about
達で
them.
あるという側面は否め
Let's
ない。
see. I have things to tell them.
では
I see. The way she said I see, she was like, I see. Then are the things that I, as a 12-year-old, think irrelevant? Are you going to cast aside the feelings that I know I have in this very moment, purely based on the fact that I have not yet lived for a very long time? Amane, who are you? Amane, how deep into the
12歳の
I don't want to
私
say
が考えていること
brainwashing,
は不完全なのでしょう
but
か
how deep
今
are
私
the
が確かに
beliefs
感じ
that
て
you
いる思いは
received?
短
How
い人生
deep
なり
are
に
they
培った
settled,
価値観は
cemented?
年齢を理由に切り捨てられ
Judging these things based on someone's age will not take you very far.
取るに足らないものなのでしょうか
I am super
12
surprised
歳
by her. Do I, at age 12, not have my own will? Technically, no. I mean, technically, you are not responsible for what you're doing, unless you were diagnosed with something at a very young age, and then placed somewhere to heal. But like, is it what happened with her? For now, I don't think we're hinting toward anything like that. Because the thing is that I mean, like, that's typically why the age of consent is put at 16 somewhere, 15 somewhere, 18 somewhere. It's because you're technically too young to have your own will and to be aware, like fully aware of your consequences of your actions. So you think you have your own will, but you don't have it fully. You are not aware.
の私に自
You
我
are
はあり
not
ませ
aware
んか
that what you have is not your own will. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me, but I don't know if I managed to word it properly. First aloud, then in English. Those Musan at age 16 have more of a free will than I do. Does Yuno-san at age 18 have even more of a free will? Technically, yes. I would say in regard of the law, yes. But my Sibanese are going to tell me, yeah, but this is not in regard of the law. So, I know. But to this, I will answer yes. But I feel like this is the wrong answer and I need to think more. I mean, it depends on what you did, but yes. She has more of a free... and Mu, they have more of a free will. I wouldn't have the same thinking if Amane was like 15. But you 12, I don't know. 12 of like... I am starting to be like these horrible adults, and I am starting to belittle her and say like, yeah, but you're just 12, so you don't know what you're doing. No, but like at age 15 is pretty young. 18, you can already start to form your own self. I would admit that 16 is still pretty young, even though you 16-year-old people feel like they are already adults, or like they are already old enough. You still have some like remnants of beliefs that were implemented into you.
それでは16歳のムーさんには少しだけ自我があり、18歳のユノさんには自我があり、20歳のフータさんは
Does Fuda-san at age 20 have an entirely free will? Oh yeah, he's 20. I mean, seeing how Futa is the leader of this cyberbullying gang, he's fully, like, fully embracing his free will of doing whatever he wants. Is it good? Questionable. But, I mean, he built his... But again, yeah, you are going to tell me, yes, but Futa's-san personality is probably influenced by his parents who might have been like lawyers and like fight for justice. So it's technically not his free will and just the education that he received from his parents. Yes, but when you're older, typically at 20, it's an age, a period of time when you can choose whether you want to follow your parents' steps or not. Because when you are a teenager, like you still want to make your parents proud. Like you still want them to look at you in a good light. But there is a point, like there is a rupture point, and like typically I had this rupture point at 19 when I was like, oh, I don't want to have them at the approval of my parents anymore. Oh, I mean, it's not like I don't want to make them proud, but like it's more like I don't care about what they will tell me. Like I can go my own path, my own way. So I would say like around 18, 19, 20, you have this rupture point. Before, you're still a bit under the influence or something. Like, you're still more trapped. Amane, stop talking. Yeah, and Amane, like, she will be in her right to say, actually, yes, you only 15, so do you have a free will? And S will broke. Furthermore, isn't it condescending of you to assume that just because I happen to be a child, I am incapable of hating someone enough to kill them? But that's... Okay, it is condescending of me. Okay, you have free will, Amane. Then what happened for you to hate someone so fiercely that you, like, the idea of killing them crossed your mind and that you acted upon this urge? Earlier, you said that you have no intention of treating me like a child. However, by saying that I don't seem like the type to kill someone purely based on my age, that is precisely what you are doing. Yeah, and I should be aware of that because this is something that they hate, for other people to assume that they are not strong enough. She is wild. And this is wild. The whole situation is wild. Letting your guard down just because I'm a child. That attitude would get you killed someday. Are you threatening them? You are going to be slapped because you are not a child. May I tell you my impressions? Do go ahead. Thank you for letting us speak, Amane. I'm really grateful you are giving us this right. Regardless of whether you're a child or an adult, you are beyond annoying. You will have to apologize for being rude without a reason when she came with strong arguments and interesting questions. Oh my. Amane, not by the praise. Oh, she's taking that well. As I said. It may cause conflict between us, but you do offer logical arguments. So I guess there's no need for me to treat you with more care than the others. I am going to slap you like I slapped Haruka, so that you are going to tell me What is wrong with
感覚を
you?
引っ張られる必要はないか。
柔軟です
I
ね。
see, you're quite good at
それに
adapting. So your dislike for being treated like a child, I never really noticed
子
it
供扱いされる腹立たし
until
さは
now,
つい最近身をもっ
but
て
just looking back on it makes me angry.
知ったしな。
Really?
今思い出しても腹が立つ。ミルグラムらしくないことをした。
You did something very unlike Milgram. What does that mean?
お前をきちんと罪深い人。
What does that mean? From now on, I will treat you like a murderer who is fully aware of what they are doing, Prisoner number 8 Amane. Because before you didn't treated her as someone totally aware of what they were doing. Yeah, it took you 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Better late than never. But knowing that we only have, like, the video is only like 14 minutes long, it's maybe a bit late as. But I appreciate the fact that you are realizing it now and not like T2 and T3. That would have been too
殺しと
late
して
here.
扱おう。囚人番号8番アマネ。
はい、それはそれは。
Yes, I'm very grateful for that.
ありがとうございます。
Why?
なんだ。
Do you
ま
still
だ
have
クレームがあるのか？
complaints?
人殺しですか。
A murderer? She doesn't consider herself a murderer? Wait. Did we talk about her being a murderer? Or we only talked about her being a killer but not a murderer? She admit killing people. She doesn't admit being a murderer. Jeez, what is it with you? You just told me you just told me to treat you that way.
もう、なんなんだお前は。
Oh my god! S is just so angry. Is that an angry S that I just heard? Was S ever angry against someone? Oh my god. S just can't handle
人
child.
殺しですか。
Children? Not for S.
も
They
う、
will
なんなん
break
だお前
them.
は。お前がそう扱えと言っただろう。
You just told me to treat you that way,
Yeah.
didn't you? I did not. Okay, my brain will explode. Me telling you that it is wrong to assume that I cannot kill someone because I am only 12, and me being unhappy with being labeled a murderer are two separate issues. Yeah, but what is happening in your brain, Amane? Me telling you that it is wrong to assume that I can kill someone because I am only 12, and me being unhappy. Wrong to assume because you're 12, and you being unhappy with being a label as murder are two separate measures. So what she's saying is that she wants people to assume that she can kill people at 12. But she doesn't want to be labeled as murder.
2歳だから人を殺さないという考えが間違っている
Amane, my
というの
brain
と、
is
私が
stopped
人殺し
following
呼ばわり
you.
されるのが不服だ
I fully understand. I embrace my inner S.
というのは別の問題です。
S will snap just like I am trying to lose focus on.
私は感情と論理は別で扱いますから。
After all, logic and emotions are not the same thing. This is maybe a clue for her murder. For her, it's logical to kill this person. But she can't be labeled as a murderer. Because you are considered a murderer when emotions are getting in the way and when you did that for your own selfishness. But if you kill someone because of logic, you are not a murderer then. You are just a killer. Is that what is at stake here? Like, typically, for example, Futa wouldn't consider himself a murderer because he thinks that when you... Yeah, he thought that what he did was totally right, so it wasn't murder for him. It was just like purifying the earth from evil. Maybe it's here just the same for Amane. She know, but like she's not lying to herself. Like she's like for herself, like she logically killed people that needed to be killed. And it wasn't under like under the grasps of any emotions. Like she didn't feel any emotion when she killed people, so she's not a murderer, she's just a killer. A bit like in Silent Reading when he is killing the little animals. It was logical for him, it was normal for him. And there were no emotions here. So you're just an animal killer, not really a murderer. Like he didn't deprive anyone from anything from anyone. I don't know. A tough nut to crack, you. Yeah, you're splitting hairs at this point. So, you're dead set on not being... So you're dead set on not being a murderer then. Maybe after 10 minutes we will be able to have more clues on her crime. Please ask, re-lead the conversation when it should be. Talking about me having killed a person, that may be true. But I do not think that I did anything wrong. Okay. It's like a Futa. A tiny bit like you know, but it's, I mean, like, you know, it doesn't really care. Okay, she didn't do anything wrong from her point of view. That's not up for you to decide. In Milgram, I make the decisions. If I said something was a mistake, it is a mistake. Oh, she won't like it. If you claim that what I did was a mistake, I believe you. If you claim that what I did was a mistake, I believe you are the one in the wrong. Time to argue with a child who is so caught up in her belief and her twisted little brain. She needs therapy. She doesn't need to argue and being interrogated on whatever she did. If you claim that what I did was a mistake, I believe you are the one in the wrong. I could have believed that if you didn't talk to me about how strict your parents are, how influenced by your environment and education you are, and like the God thing that came out of nowhere. But the fact that it seems like you are being influenced by other people, making me believe that I shouldn't trust your words here. I shouldn't trust your judgment, Amane. I see, but even outside of Milgram, there's no denying that killing someone is against the law, is there? Technically no, because she's a child. I mean, it is against the law, but she cannot be punished for it. And she said also, wait, the law, she said something about the law. She said, I believe that there are things more important than laws. Maybe she will tell us what. For her, what would be stronger than laws? Belief? God? And yet you're trying to convince me that you haven't done anything wrong. You may say it's wrong, but isn't what you are doing here a crime as well? Yeah, sequestration. Technically, well, I do have something more important to me than the general law, so I will not try to judge you either, Warden said. Yeah, but the problem, you talked about personal rule and rule of the society. But the rule of society are here to set boundaries and to make people live all together in harmony in our world. if we don't have general law, then this will be like just anarchy. So you can't come up and say, oh yeah, I have things more important than general law. This is not an argument, Amane.
それで看守さんを軽蔑したりはしませんよ。
I like the way she say, I will try not to judge you either. It sounds a bit like she do when he was like, oh yeah, I will try. I understand. I will try to put myself in your shoes. She's just so stubborn. She's 12 years. That doesn't help. You see, I don't hate Milgram either.
私はミルグラムのこと。
Rather than one single law, there are other standards to judge my sins by, and those are closer to my spirit as
一辺
well.
倒の法律よ
Yeah,
りも
so
別の
she
基準
just
で罪を判
wants
断
all of
す
us to like rally
る。
to her cause.
私の思想に
She's what? Oh wait, she's the apostle. So she was raised in a cult, and she's like the chosen one. Like from a young age, like we told her, oh yeah, you will be like the next leader of our cult. So we are going to train you to be the best leader ever, and your goal will be to like rally as lot as people as possible, as many people as possible, and your job starts now. And anyone who like dare to disagree with your belief, it's okay to kill them, because we don't want to create a world where people disagree with us. Because Milgram is also above the general law.
私の善悪の基準は別のところにあります。
The standards that judge my sins are somewhere else. In my heart, in my blood, in my entire body, they are firmly rooted in all those places. Yeah, because she doesn't feel like what she did was sinful, so she doesn't have remorse. So her blood is pure, her heart is clean, her entire body is alright with what she did.
私の胸
So
の
that
中
way
に
she doesn't,
血液に
yeah, she doesn't have remorse and she doesn't call herself into questions when
しっ
she's
かりと
killing.
刻まれています。
That is dangerous.
では、
That would be very hard for me to judge her. And by those standards, your
この
murder
基
was
準の
not a
中で
sin.
は、お前の人
This is
殺
just
し
what
は
I said.
罪ではないと。
Exactly.
なるほど
I
ね。
see.
私は楽しみにしています。
I'm looking forward to it, seeing whether your judgment will align with that of this highest
あな
standard.
たの判断が私の善悪の基準と一致するのか。そうすれば、外の世界よりもミルグラム
I'm lost. I'm just so lost, sorry. If that's the case, maybe Milgram would be the right world for us to live in rather than the outside world. Milgram relies on your judgment, isn't that right? So, as be careful, she will try to convert you in her cult. As be careful.
正しい世界なのか
Oh
もしれません。
gosh, Milgram. So, turns out the one I should have been scared about is not Shido the cult leader, it's actually Amane the
ミルグ
cult
ラムは
leader.
あ
Oh
なた
no.
の判断で決まるのでしょ。もしかすると、あなたは正しい世界の理解者なのかもしれない。で、正しいあなたの
And just, you see the difference between here? Like the voice, the difference of her voice between here? Let's take a random part when she's
ではい
speaking.
けないのでは。
笑わせるな。
Between there
摂取されるべきです。
and
血
there?
液に DNA にしっかりと刻まれて
She's
い
too
ます。
excited. She's too
その
into
基準
it.
の中で
Please
は、
stop
お
her.
前の人殺しは罪ではないと。
She's 100% feeling it in every part of her bones. Like she's.
あなたの
I'm looking forward to it, seeing whether your judgment will align
判断は
with
私
that
の
of
善
this
悪
high
の基準と
standards.
一致するのか。そうすれば
If that's the case, maybe Milgram would be the right world for us to live in, rather than the outside world. Milgram relies on your
世界
judgment.
より
Isn't
も
that
ミル
right?
グラムこそが我々にとって正しい世界なのかもしれません。ミルグラムはあなたの
Stop,
判断で
stop this
決ま
one.
るのでしょ。もしかすると
In that case, you could become the mediator for far more for this world.
あなたは正しい世界の理解者なのかも
Stop. Doesn't she have like a power button? You know, like we say that children are like Like they are like on energy. the switch button for Amane, where's it? And if my judgment is not in your favor, what will you do?
お前を否定してやる。
I will refuse your judgment. The way her voice is switched, the voice actor is immaculate.
あなたは正しい世界の理解者なのかもしれない。
一致しなければ
I
どう
love
する
this switch.
お前を否定してやる。
I will refuse your judgment. And she snapped. Like that's the problem. The problem. If she's not willing to admit her mistakes, to admit that she's in the wrong, then what are you doing with this prisoner? If she refuses to see that what she did was wrong, what is even the point to put her here? Because like she firmly believes that what she did was right, so even if she's voted guilty, she'll be like, oh yeah, I refuse. You are all going to burn.
おや、
I am in the right. You're in the wrong. Bye.
もう終わりですか？
Oh my, it is already over. It
楽
was
しい
a
時間で
fun
した。
time.
多少のすれ違い。
While we had some minor disagreements, you listened to what I had to say. I am... Oh my god, it sounds... Like, it sounds both like gentle parenting and manipulative parenting as well.
はありましたが、あなたは私に向き合って
I
話
am
をしてく
very
れま
happy
す。
about that, so you better continue to listen to my judgment and listen what I have to say so that I can stay happy and you won't feel guilty about making me unhappy. This is what I read between the
あ
lines.
なたは私たちの理解者になって
You might become a mediator someday when that time comes.
くれる
I
かもしれ
hope
な
you
い。
will spend many
そんな予感に満ちた
nice
素敵な時間。
days.
黙れよ
Shut your mouth. Violence? Violence on the child?
覚悟しろよ
Brace yourself, prisoner number
囚
8.
人番号8番
Sing your sin. What in Sam?
お前が求めたのは
What you wanted was to face Milgram
ミルグ
head
ラ
on.
ムとの真っ向勝負だ
Yes, now she's going to sing.
黙って聞いてれば
Sitting there quietly and listening to you going on about your own ideas as will snap.
基準を作るのは僕だ
The one who thinks of ways to judge you is me, not you. Who do you think you are with your God complex?
思い上がるな神
Oh,
様
that
気分
that
か
really triggered us?
どうしました？暴力ですか？
S is using violence on first a female character, then a child. Good, because I only thought that they were going to use it on male
愛じゃ
character.
ない思い上がるな
But now a female and a child, that's... And it seems violent. That's some good character development. Hey, what is it? Are you resorting to violence?
暴力ですか？
どうした
What's wrong?
ただ
I'm
押さ
just
えつけてる
restraining
だ
you.
けだぞ
Can you move? Can't you
動けない
move?
のか子供じゃ
You're not a child,
ないんだ
right?
ろすまない
I don't want to hear a child be tortured, please. Don't do that. We still have 1 minute. I hope you are not going to do anything bad. Sorry about that. Guess I wasn't determined enough. As I look at you,
お前の
at
言
eye
葉通
level.
りすべてフラットに見てやるよ子供
Yeah, but
扱いはしない
free my child? No, not my child. It's not my child anymore. Free her? I will not treat you like a child either. I will strictly watch
きち
over
んとお
you.
前を
Yeah,
見
but
つめ
why are
て
you
やる
sniping only now?
するなよ
Don't even try. What are you?
手遅れになってから
Don't try to talk your way out of this under the pretense of being a child because you're in
子
office.
供だか
Your
らと言い
head.
訳するなよ
But what are S going to do? Are they just going to like throw to throw Amane into like the Milgram program to have like their song and stuff? Are you trying to make fun of me, prison in the bed?
囚人番号8番アマネ。さあ、お前の罪を歌え。
Wow. The way S is so angry and just snaps so hard and just threatening her. The way S just grab her and restrain her and is so violent with her. The way they just force her into singing. The way they snap. I can't believe what I just witnessed. The way they sound so angry, they sound even more angry than when with the other prisoner.
囚人番号8番アマネ。さあ、お前の罪を歌え。
Like you hear the you sang yourself now and I don't want to hear you anymore. Well, we are going to hear her song now, so we are still going to listen a bit more to our twisted child. No, I don't know what she is to me anymore. And here we go for Amane first music video titled Magic. I'm excited. It's already very colorful. I can't wait to see more. Let's try to watch it without pausing, and then if there are things to analyze, let's analyze them. Of course. Of course every song is a bop. I really like the little xylophone sound. Dun, dun, dun. Like it really gives this vibe of childhood. I shouldn't say this for Amane, but okay. Things about promises. We have noticed that before studying. What her parents like. Okay. It's the sorry spells. Sorry spells like moo. I can actually. Isn't this a great thing? Oh no! She appears so cute like that. I know I won't be fooled. I won't be fooled by how cute she looks. I will remember this first interrogation. I will engrave it in my mind. But it seems so innocent. But I'm pretty happy. Are these like teacher of life who are following her? Are these the pets she killed? The little rabbits and cats. Rione. Oh. Let me see the twist. Oh, maybe there won't be a twist. I was thinking maybe like the stage will drop or like the lights will reveal something else. I can only become a better girl. But I can't help but feel bad for her situation, but at the same time... Oh, the bell. Isn't that pretty, like, biblical? No? I don't... Only if I could be a good girl. What does that mean? Tell me they didn't torture you, because it seems like they did. Okay. Let's dance? No, let's not dance in front of this sad imagery. A pinky promise. The background seems like, you know, when you are on mushrooms or like when you are hypnotized by something. She's a magical girl! She's pure and innocent, everyone! She didn't do anything wrong! No! I won't be fooled by you. This is all? This is everything? And I will have to analyze something thanks to this? Oh, are these the Milgram credits that are rolling? I can only become a better girl. Oh, I like this last frame. It was maybe not the Milgram. It was maybe not the Milgram credit then. Oh, this image. She is done with her bubbly, gentle, happy little world. Okay. I really liked it, of course. Now, can we find more with the whole image? Maybe some translation? Will it be translation time? We will see. So she is a little angel, a little pure innocent girl in the sky. Is this Heaven's Gate, but in a more like childish way, childish vision. So we have red, blue, yellow, primary color, green, which is an important color too. Don't know. Are these the color of the the 4 plushes that we have seen here? I remember we had a blue and a green one, and yeah, we have pink. Was the other yellow? Yeah, the other was yellow too. So I would assume that the pink plushie is actually like red. Let's keep in mind like these colors. All right. I mean, I assume like she's like in the sky, or like this is a sky representation, like a playground. Like it's funny, like the xylophone. It's a pretty isn't it like one of the first instruments that you play when you are a child? Like your parents, I mean, like is it like common knowledge, or like is it a common thing in every household that the parents are giving their children like this little instrument to play with when they are little? So like this little light, cheerful notes are very interesting. I found. And it reinforced like this children and pure imagery, but it's funny because she keeps, in her interrogation, she keeps saying that she's not a child and she doesn't want to be considered as such. Like, yeah, she's 12, but don't treat her like a child. But in her mind, like what was extracted from her brain was this whole pure, innocent, I'm just a 12-year-old child, I did nothing wrong, but like, yeah, this childish vision of herself. Fake sky, fake clouds. Boop, and she's popping off a cloud. Phew! Should I analyze something for her? She's coming out of a cloud. And we have these weird things. So I was thinking at first that we would have like some, like the MV would be about like her, the parent, the cult. Maybe this, so I will call them plushies, but it's maybe more like robots. I don't know. Toys. They maybe like represent the adults that are around her. If she grew up in a cult, that is. Or maybe like the parents and maybe her aunts and uncles that are maybe also part of this whole like brainwashing system in which she is. And so magic, this is so innocent and childish. Sorry again. Sorry. Oh, it's funny. One of the little robot plush toy on the right has this little it looks like an alarm, like a clock. That would be, we can link that maybe to the the fact that she's waking up early, she said, and that she was happy, and this was one of the things she was good at, waking up early. So you can symbolize that, the clock, I don't know. I mean, you can draw some parallels. and everyone is falling from the sky, and not everyone is happy. She's happy with this red toy. The other one, I don't know what they might represent. The one on the left that looks like a dog, maybe, I don't know, is patched, like has little, like, it's a bit broken, a bit. No, but like, you know, because I had the Shido flashback when we saw her like suing or like helping the little kitten. I was like, oh no, this is Angel of Death all over again. She's killing little animals and like sewing them back together too. But I already had this vision with Shido. Maybe this will work for her. Like everything that I said about Shido, it will maybe apply on her. Something I would have never expected. But, you know... Okay. So the first robot that looks like a little clock is called Gachata. Now, if I want to translate what is under, Gachata is the serious robot. I don't really want to spoil. Will I spoil myself if I look at? Is it a figure in religion or no? We have Gacha. Okay, yeah, we have Gattaca. Yeah, Gattaca is the film about. Yeah, about the DNA, like changing DNA of people, like about eugenism. Is it what they are trying to do with her? It can be considered as a form of eugenism, but like, I don't think the parents would touch to her DNA, but maybe to model her, to change her, the way of behaving. Like they don't change her biologically speaking, but mentally. Okay, but I don't think this is linked to that, but well, we have this robot, this serious robot. This happy pinky promise hurts to break. Alright. I feel like here the lyrics will be very important, so I will try to focus. There's definitely something with this promise, with believing, with magic, with breaking promises. And I can't find... So is this her teacher in life? Maybe one of the parents, one of the leader of wherever she grew up. This happy pinky promise hurts to break. I hear she's studying, something that she's good at. Yeah, and here, she said she's good at waking up, at studying, and that her best language was Japanese. The third picture is like she's good at building things, repairing things. I mean, she has a logical brain, like she can put everything in order. And so she's like that, she's learning all of that, so they are praising her and she likes to be praised. I mean, it's normal, you like to be praised for things that you are doing right. Sorry, I am confused by... I am confused by the cloud. Like, the cloud on the board. This looks like two smiley clouds that I have merged together. And this is weird. I don't know if I should take that into account. But my brain is just, yes, seeing two clouds. But that are, yeah, I don't know, like inbreaked into one another. Weird, but okay. This happy pinky promise hurts to break. Okay, we got that. They said it more than enough. It's the sorry spells. And so I said, and I think I'm not the only one to see that, but like the sorry spells. In which other song we had this sorry spells? I think it was in Moo, After Pain. She was talking about sorry spells and that her sorry spells are wearing off. And I remember this was something that made me think about her, how truthful she was, because like you're not supposed to see sorry or to see like apologies as spells that you can put on other. And since the title here is magical, she's talking about sorry spells. Maybe she's saying sorry, but she's not sorry. Or her parents, where they are, you know, like grounding her, and then they say sorry. Maybe they are not really sorry, and she knows that they are not sorry. It's the sorry spells. Or I am not understanding what is happening. Yuri! So Yuri, who are you? You are the... Let me take my translator. Yuri, please. Yuri, the considerate brother. So we had the serious one, the considerate one, who is a brother. She had a brother? She never talked about having a brother. But maybe she had one. Older, younger... Did she kill the younger brother? No, because I think we don't see him being hurt. It's maybe an older brother that is also like using his spells to manipulate her. It's not scary at all because it's love, and this is not good. This is scary. This is concerning. Like yeah, we sense this already in the voice drama that she doesn't realize that her household is not a good place to stay, to be, and she thinks it's okay, but it's not. So he has the triangle symbol. The little serious robot had spirals, I don't know. But it's not the weird clouds again. It's not scary at all because it's love. What is that? Is it like a question box or like an ID box? You know, sometimes when you are at school, at like kindergarten or like middle school, you have this, I mean like we had, at least at school, this little box that was like an ID box, and you could like put little papers, like if you had ID about like to have like better things, like how to improve the mood, the atmosphere in class, to add new thing. I don't know. I don't really know. I didn't really took part into this box ID thing. Or is it or is this box, you know, like the box in which you put your little your little letter, your little paper when you are going to vote for your new president? Is this something like they are trying to elect a new ruler of the cult? And she's taking part in this. Yeah, let's join you. Let's join us and please elect your future ruler, future president. Oh no, they are collecting money for the cult. They are collecting money to have funds to expand their ideas in the world. I can actually think of it as a good thing. See, isn't it a great thing? Is it a bit of like, yeah, you are not in denial, you are like, yeah, you are trying to, I mean, like, you are lying to yourself, you are trying to make your brain think that it is okay, and like the more you repeat that it is okay, the more your brain will accept the fact that it is okay to live like that, while it is not. And I can't read your expression, Yuri. Are you sad? Are you happy? Or are you always like that? No, you just have a resting, anxious face. With the stars and the blue color. You had the yellow color before, but... and the stars. I love stars! And you have a lot of money. And so we have a kitten with a bell. Probably a house cat, then a little rabbit, then maybe a stray kitten because it doesn't have any color, any bell, and then a little doggy. Dear wise one, am I worthy? Worthy of what? Being part of this society, this micro society in which you live? Am I worthy? Yeah, Kami-sama. Isn't like Kami also mean God? So yeah, she's wise one. Can we also say like wise one, like a lord, or like supreme being? Am I worthy? And the parents, no, the all the figure are also asking themselves this question: is she worthy to be part of our micro society? Is she worthy to be the next leader? Is she worthy to stay here, or should we evict herself, kill her? I guess that what is written on... what about the world? Is this what is written under? Is it okay to spoil myself? Oh, no! So yeah, so I know that in Japan, when you say like, when you want to say that something is right, like you don't have like the tick mark that we use here, like in Europe, in the United States. I mean, like in Western country, they use like the round symbol, like the circle symbol, to indicate that something is right, something is okay, or like a true answer, like true or false. It's a circle that they use. So she's like, is it okay to spoil myself? Or if we read under, I mean, my translator translated me that as what about the world, but Meiga iwa sei. It's just wait. My Japanese classes, they are coming back to me. Sei ka iwa. So I can read, I cannot understand. So is it okay to spoil myself? And she's like, yeah, okay, it's okay. I think it is okay. But the two puppets, they like cross their arm to make like a cross sign. So it means no, like you're wrong, or no, it's not okay. We are not going to do that. And she's crying. Like she's surprised. I promise. A pinky promise is a pinky promise. She promised to be a good girl, but then she did some... Yeah, because wait. I just remember. Her distorted voice line in her voice trailer was like, sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry for like breaking the rules. Wait, where is my... Let me find back my notes. Yeah, I'm sorry for breaking the rules. So, she is in this micro society. She made a promise when she was really, or like they forced her to make a promise, and they made her think that a promise is a pinky promise, and it is, like she said in Undercover, that there is no righteousness in broken promises, that it is wrong to break promises, that it is the most horrible thing to do is to break promises. So that like she can stay and she can evolve in this micro society, in this cult, in this household. I still don't really know what that is. And at one point, she maybe, without really wanting it, she broke the rule. They started to reprimand her, maybe hurt her for that. But yeah, but no. Because I was thinking maybe like she tried to like kill the people who tried to reprimand her, but that wouldn't... No, that wouldn't be the case, because otherwise she would have felt no remorse. I mean, she's not feeling any remorse, and she thinks that she did something good, so she couldn't have killed someone from the sect, unless other people, like the leader, forced her to do so because someone broke the rule. But then why would she scream sorry for breaking the rules? Okay, I hope this is just a simple, innocent flick and not something to underline the fact that she was maybe beaten for her mistakes and things like that. Even I can say, I'm sorry. Even I have hope. Wait, sorry. Is it okay to spoil myself? No, I promise. A pinky promise is a pinky promise. Flick. Even I can say I'm sorry. So even I can say I'm sorry. So she's not the one who apologized at first. It's the other people who apologized to her. Like, for example, like, I don't want to say, I don't want to think that. But yeah, she was physically abused for like mistakes she did. But then, like a bit in a manipulative way, the person who like assaulted her would be like, oh, we are sorry. When we say that we are sorry, like if we say we're sorry so you can forgive us, like you need to forgive us if we say sorry. Like you have to forgive us because we say sorry and we apologize. So she was like, oh, okay, so like even if you hit me, if you say sorry, it's okay. It's not that bad. So she would like embrace this fact, and then she would kill someone, and then she would be like, oh, but it's alright because I apologize, I say sorry, so I can continue on killing. Like she would like reproduce this, but with a killing intent behind it. She's like, oh, you are saying sorry, I can say sorry too, and everything will be alright. That way she's saying, even I can say I'm sorry. Even I have hope. I swear, I'm going to be a good girl now. That's it. Yeah, so she did a mistake. She was reprimanded for it. Oh, smiley little ray of sunshine. And here they are, like, when the two are making a circle, she's making a cross. And when she's making a cross, they are making a circle. So maybe they had at one point, like, yeah, they had, like, problem inside of the cult. Or, like, she was not on the same, like, land, on the same frequency. Or, like, she was a bit rebellious, and they tried to to force down this rebellious side of her. Maybe she tried to fight, or like to go against them, and it turned bad for her, and then it turned bad for them. I mean, like, you see, like, when she's happy, they are not. And then we have the two other ones. We have Gozaki, which is our little what? Wait. Let me see, translate it, please. The mysterious prayer shop. Am I translating that right? Yes, wait, so it is a priest. Yes, with this little necklace, like a bead necklace. I know in certain religion, like you wear a bead necklace to symbolize your religious appartenance. Not meaning to brag, but I'm pretty happy. This is something that was, I think was, yeah, forced down on her to think that she is actually in good hands, and that what was happening to her was actually good, and she should be thankful that you're here, because otherwise you wouldn't be needed anywhere. And they are singing. So she was in a choir. Maybe. I was in choir too. I was singing religious song too, so okay, choir. So yeah, so she was around this religious figures that were teaching her things. And you actually enjoy singing in church. That's a wonderful feeling. I'm like, it echoes and like you sing and like it's beautiful. And you have these little animals. Do they symbolize real animals or maybe her friends? Like or other children of the cult that were singing with her? I've made up my mind so they don't make that face at me again. So she decided to comply to the rule of this cult so that they will be happy and they will be pleased about her. She would be a good girl. Yes, I feel you. And we had this little Pokemon. I mean, I feel it appears more Pokemonish than the other. Rione, which is healthy tomboy. Okay, so it is the caregiver. Oh yeah, it has bandage on its ears. Interesting. Let's see. But it's not scary at all because it is love. There's definitely something that is wrong. As if I wasn't aware of that. As if we weren't aware of that already. And you see, like the one who bring health and maybe comfort is the one who has like the little cross symbol. The blue one, I haven't seen his symbol. What is this? Yeah, it's also like the river and circles. And these are the cross. Wrong. I don't know. But it's not scary at all because it is love. And what is that? This is the artificial light, the artificial sun, the spotlight. They are maybe like is it a bit like Kazu, like they are on stage, they are rehearsing, they are in theaters playing a play. Like it's all bad or wrong, it's not real. Like she's illuminated by this fake light, but she doesn't really realize that all of this is fake and that in a true normal society you wouldn't have, or like you wouldn't behave that way. Like it's not how it works for real. And this is bleak. This is, I mean, like it's red and black, so it's pretty ominous. But okay, it falls. The little kitty is surprised. I am just describing at this point. And it is falling at their feet. It is falling on the stray cat. Should I what can I say about that? I can really think it's great. See, isn't it a great thing? Okay. The pre-chorus. Maybe is it a cat, a friend, another child who tried to go against the priest, the church leader, and it got beaten or it got punished, and then you have Big Bro and nurse and everyone who are like, oh, are you Vicky? Oh, they ordered her to punish the friend kitten. So she killed maybe this person who tried to go against the rule. But deep down she can't help but think, oh, I killed someone, I punished them. Dear wise one, is it okay for me to do so? Or maybe they made her torture him to see how in pain he was for breaking the rule. Cause like she seems like she doesn't see that she's being looked at the leader and the nurse. And the nurse is not helping the kitten, it's Amane who is helping the kitty. Okay, but the nurse is happy. I promise, a good girl that keeps a promise is like, mwah. Yeah. The kitten. Oh, let's pray for your recovery. And if we pray enough, and if you pray enough, you will be forgiven and you will be happy again. And everything will go right again. You were just, you were punished because you dared to go against us or to question our behavior. So you were punished by the divine light that fell on you. The light that... This was your punishment. You are being hit by this artificial divine light. But if you want to recover, pray, be a good girl, and nothing bad will happen to you. Yeah, this is brainwashing. I won't say I've had enough. Yeah, maybe she's just like, oh, I have enough of waking up early. I've had enough of studying and be the perfect girl. Like, I want to be something else. And then she was reprimanded, and then she saw her friend being reprimanded. She was like, okay, I won't do that anymore because look, she's a bit scared. Will you laugh with me and forgive me? Did she punish herself, the other child? And the nurse and priest were like, oh, but no, but it's okay. You did the right thing. It's them who didn't understand that what they were doing is wrong. You are in the right. But Amane, at first, couldn't help but think, oh, but is it all right? Like, I am punishing being violent toward them, psychology or like mentally or physically, I'm being violent toward them. Is this really okay? Like, she has questioned, like, she was maybe questioning herself at first. She was having like doubt and fear at first, but they made so that they wouldn't have this fear anymore, that she would be like the perfect, the perfect next ruler. Like, she is like the perfect test subject, the perfect experiment, the perfect subject for like being like the apostle of this little micro society, called whatever you call it. I promise I can only become a better girl. Is she also doing that in a way of, oh yeah, if I become the future lead, but yeah, no, she's too far gone. She's too far gone to like just play pretend and be like, oh yeah, if I become the next leader, then you won't have to become one and you won't have to suffer like me. Like, I will be the only one to suffer. So let me become this apostle. Let me become this next ruler. Let me like become the emanator of whatever this cult is, their beliefs are. I will become the better girl and I will save all of you. And we have her helping the cat, and this shot, when I saw this shot, I was like, oh, Angel of Death, did she just kill the cat? Or did they force her to kill the cat and then to bandage it and to... Like, I still have my silent reading image, like vision in my mind about this main character, like, hurting little animals, and now it won't leave me. And now, it's alright, you're all good. And the adults looking at her, judging her, being unhappy. Did she try to help the cat, the friend, by taking care of them, and then they were unhappy? And they were like, this is not... Yeah, because like, okay. Her goal was to punish, or like to be apathetic, like to not have any emotion. And now they see that she's pretty sensitive to others' well-being, and she doesn't want to see this kitty suffer, so she will help it. But this is wrong. So they're going to like, we are going to punish you with the divine music, with the bell, not the choir, but it gives you like this grand, like you feel like you are at church and you are like hearing like the divine voices coming at you, and like with the shadow, it's like overpowering you, and the orga, is it what you call like this big piano with like tubes like you see in church? This is it, right? With the bell and so on, and like they are disappointed at her, and disappointment is pretty horrible. One is sad, the yellow one is sad, it's the big brother. Was the brother also brainwashed to be part of this cult? So he feels a bit of remorse, but he doesn't know how to express it. So he is sad, he can't explain why. The other, like, they are judgmental. The only one who is not judgmental is the yellow one. And like, it must be the big brother, because like, it seems like a cap that he had, written, like the youngster, like what is done these days. Oh. And yeah, like she saw that they are judging her, that she is a disappointment, and she doesn't want to be a disappointment, to be a failure. Okay, what is that? So here she is being electrocuted by the nurse. So I will call like this little plushie the nurse, but I don't really know like her role. Like, okay. Then drowned by the priest. Then beaten by the brother. And I don't know what that is. It feels like, I don't know, mind controlled by the clock. Oh, or maybe because the clock here, like you see that it's ringing, so maybe like a torture by loud sounds. I don't know if that really exists, but I would assume that if you keep hearing loud noises for a really long period of time, it can hurt pretty much. Like me, who is sensitive to sound, I won't be able to last long. Like, it's horrible. Like, did they really do that to her, to like manipulate her, like to mold her to their will? Like, no wonder she's so like into it, because like the punishment that she's facing for not being in their track is pretty horrible. So like, I understand that she has no other choice but to comply, especially with such like harsh consequences. Only if I could be a good girl. Yeah, because when you are not behaving like a good girl, you are electrocuted, like you have the divine lighting falling on you. Okay, so it's not only one time that she was punished, I think it was multiple times she faced this punishment so that she would be like very obedient. Like they would tame her like that. I think it's just like the same little pictures. It's horrible. I don't want to think too deep too much about it, but the thing that is horrible is that the chorus is so catchy, so you just want to sing it. But the visual and like the meaning behind it all is scary and really like uncomfortable. Is it okay to spoil myself? I promise. So here like she's praying, I suppose, that she understands that she has no other choice but to pray to the wise divine one. I promise, a pinky promise is a pinky promise. And here you see, this is a bit mindful of when you are like hypnotized, you know, like in cartoon, usually, like for example, Book of Jungle, you know, like when you have the snake who is hypnotizing you, you have like this little circle in your eyes. So yeah, she's under a spell. She's under the sorry spell of, and yeah, so that would mean like these 4 people, or like these 4, I don't know, branches, this 4 group, they are like hurting her, like torturing her, and then they're like, oh, we are sorry, but we are obliged to do that, we are forced to do that because you are a disobedient girl. We are sorry, but now that we apologize, like, you deserve it, we are sorry. You deserve this. If you don't want to face like this punishment, you just have to follow the rule and be an obedient girl, be a good girl. So that's why like we have this sorry spell that are being repeated over and over again, and that's why she is so like into like during the interrogation, the voice drama, she talks a lot about like sorry, apologizing, and so it might be something hiding beneath that. But yeah, like she is being controlled. I mean, when I say control, like it's like not by her power, but like mind control. Like she's not, yeah, she's being modified. Like her brain is like a bit like of a brainwashing, and it's sad. And here's a little stick with lighting. Even I can say I'm sorry. Even I have hope. And she has like this little badge. Is it like a gift, like a, oh yeah, you, or like a medal, like, oh, you earned, like you are a good girl, so here you are rewarded, here's your little reward, like a little pin that you can put on your dress, on your school bag, I don't know, like, yeah, this little pin here. And the angel's wings. The thing is, like the stick, like the magic stick with the little lightning on it, did she electrocuted someone? Or was she, like, did she took upon like the role of the punisher to punish other kid by electrocuting them, just like the nurse one did? Yeah, like she has the symbol of the lightning, so maybe her crime, like she killed someone by electrocuting them, which is pretty interesting when you remember what the Milgram project is. Because if I'm not mistaken, the Milgram project was like the experiment, the psychological experiment was to give some electrical like to hurt people with electrical devices, and to see where like where are you going to stop if, yeah, wait, oh yeah, this might, yeah, interesting, wait, interesting, because here, like, she is the prime example of what the Milgram experiment was, because the thing is that if I'm not mistaken, it was something about like people being put in a room with this electronical device, and in the other room there would be like someone who was attached to this device, and a person of authority was there to force you to like send this electrical like shock to the other person in the next room. And it was to see, if I remember correctly, how like important, or like how yeah, how important the authority of a person was, like how much pressure can you handle. Is it like a brainwashing? I think it can be a brainwashing because the person of authority would be like, yeah, if you like don't do that, like you will be the one punished. Or, like if you push this button, you will be rewarded. Or like if you push this button, I can assure you that the electric shock is not that high. Or like, you know, like yeah, like they try to convince you that it is good to send this shock to the other person. And I feel like this is what she might have done. And that is pretty interesting. Okay, I like it. I really don't know if it's that. Maybe it's absolutely not that. And I mean, it can be that. But yeah, I still don't really know why this Milgram is called Milgram. Is it because everyone was under the influence of a biggest authority? Or is it just her that was under the influence of a higher authority? Like she's the embodiment of the Milgram experiment. But why her? What about all the prisoners? I wonder. Stop being so catchy, this is so wrong. But yeah, magical girl, she's happy, she thinks that because like what the magical girl are doing, they are fighting against evil to protect the world and help people. So she sees herself as a magical girl who is like helping people by putting them into the right path. So yeah. Yeah, she thinks that what she's doing is right, and that she's helping everyone with her power, with her lighting power. And here, because she embodies this, because like magical girls are also like savior, they are like the chosen one. So here, when she was like rewarded with being able to punish people, she accepted this fact and she embodies it, like she's embodied it like without asking questions, like she's full into her role. Then the 4 people, I will call them people, but maybe it's like more like group of people, but these 4 entities, I will call the entities. These 4 entities are now happy and they are pleased to see that she's not rebelling anymore and that she's fully into her savior role. Of course, savior highly subjective. I promise, a good girl that keeps a promise is like, mwah. Yeah, she's like, I'm a good girl now. Mwah. I won't say I've had enough. Yeah, I've had enough of being punished. I've had enough of following your rules. Now I am 100% aligning with your judgment and your everything you're saying, so so I'm a good girl. I won't say that I'm enough. I've had enough and I'm perfect and everyone is happy. Like this little like brother doll toy, like I think it's because of the shape of his eyes, but it always seems not that happy, like a bit like, yeah, he looks like he's forced to be here, like contrary to like the 3 others. He's a bit like, maybe it was someone who was like previously also like controlled by the other 3. Again, we are all hand in hand and we're going to work hard to grow our little microsystem. Will you laugh with me and forgive me? Yeah, everyone is dancing. And like she's also has this like lighting things on her thighs, so maybe I take an oath, I can only become a better girl. And to become a better girl, I will like become the leader and invite more and more people to join our big happy family. And that's why she tried to like encourage us to see things from like her perspective, and like she tried to convince them that she was right. And so now they are all moving their hand in sync. More or less, but yeah, I guess so. And where is the other cat? Where is the other kitty? The other kitty, where are you? I think that is the kitty dead? Is the kitty not here anymore, or was it evicted from the sect? Because so the kitty. So we see that it is pretty much alive. It was helped by Amane. Ominous music that I don't really like. So she's helping, the kitty is scared, and then she's being punished, and we don't see the kitty again. So either it was killed by them, or it was, yeah, pushed out from the microsystem, from the family. I would call that a family. Is it really a family? I don't know the song fully yet, but like this little like chorus is just adorable. Yeah, so the little butterfly, I think that the butterfly bow symbolizes that you are a member of it, and maybe like, yeah, you earn this little pin, this little thing to prove like you are really into it, like we now accept you fully. Okay, I don't have the rhythm. But it's just so cool. I shouldn't say that. And so yeah, we don't have the stray cat. What I call the stray cat, but what is maybe not that stray. And so we have here the so I suppose so this is the cast. The magic, I suppose, cast. Yeah, this is the O ma ji nai cast. So here, for example, we have the happiness support sister. That's how they call Amane, and so yeah, they are like a happiness support sister, Momose Amane. So it is Amane. Then under we have the earthy tomboy, which is the first one. Then we have, I suppose this is Yuki. Ah no, then we have the mysterious prayer shop, yeah. And then we have, yeah, the kind one. And then I suppose the last one is, ah no, the serious robot. The serious robot and the production. What is production and writing? Oh, so this is the lyrics, and my and my little translator said no. I won't translate that to you, but this is basically okay, my knowledge of kanji is not really there anymore. I only know some of them, not all. But okay. And this is it. What? This is like the end. Yeah, the end. Okay. Owari. That's owari. Onari. Yeah. Okay. Owari. I guess this is the end. I can only become a better girl, and we have the one who I suppose would be the friends, or like the other member of this little family. What is also funny, and I don't know, like I am troubled by this like brother, like the yellow one, because you can see like his attitude is really different from the other. Like he's always like when everyone is happy or calm, he is like anxious, and he's, I think, the only one who doesn't have the little sect cult logo, like the two little what I call like the two little clouds. Like this little, like the two smushed clouds. If you look here, like the alarm robot has one here, like on his chest. This one, I mean, he's carrying the box with the little drawing on it, but he doesn't wear one. So it's not someone important maybe in the hierarchy, but maybe someone important to Amane only. And the little stray cat on the left is not here anymore. Dear one, am I worthy? Now you see, no little clouds, because the nurse has one. Like the priest has one, I think so. The nurse too. I mean, like the priest doesn't need to have one maybe, because I mean it's pretty self-explanatory why he's here. And here she has the, I mean she, I suppose it is a she, but like they have the little clouds too here on the stomach. So yeah, I wonder. Oh yeah, no, the priest has one also on his robe, on his dress. I don't know how you call this piece of cloth, but they also have like these little clouds, and Amane has the clouds too now, thanks to her like gift. But not the little yellow one. But they all have dots on their forehead. So why did that represent? I still wonder like the I can only become a better girl, and then this is glitching, and we have Amane. It is her, because it's in the same bangs, looking at the what can be a screen. Looking at the screen, and we have the gate like that we had in the beginning. Like this, I mean, like this is the same. Okay, it's like it's the gate with the little cloud. I wonder, is it? Like this is an interesting shot. I suppose, can this be when she have like her song extracted and then she's looking at the song? Like, do the prisoners look at their song? I suppose they do. So this would be Amane having her song extracted and looking back at it, and maybe she is realizing that maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I am being challenged in my beliefs, because that means that she would have seen like this whole part when she was punished, and maybe that's why it's putting her in such a state, and when she's realizing that, oh, it's not good. Maybe I hope she will realize that what she did is not okay, and then her way of thinking, I won't say her way of thinking is not okay, but that it's not her own free will. Because like we had the whole interrogation when she was like, oh yeah, but like I did that of my own volition, but clearly it appears that no. So yeah, her crime, it's really a tough case, and you know, like I am thinking really hard recently. I mean, like I'm always thinking about whether I should vote our prisoner guilty or innocent, but I want to, like, I don't want to do it too soon. Like, I really want to try and have a better understanding of them. The problem is she is clearly, I mean, technically she's not guilty, but because like it's not really her own fault if she has been like brainwashed by these people. But the thing is, like, she's so caught up in her like reality, in this reality of her, that she fully thinks that she's in the right, that maybe, like, I don't know, like, the problem is that we don't know. I don't think they did. I don't think Jab said us, and I don't know if we know. Like, did you know at the time when the MV were published and so on, what would be the punishment? Like, is the punishment physical torture? Or are the punishment like more, I won't say more clever than that, but like more like maybe like mental torture? I mean, not torture, but something like giving like the guilty, like the unforgivable prisoner a taste of their own medicine. Maybe to knock some sense into them. Because the problem is that if you say to Amane that she's not guilty, then she will fully think and believe that what she did was not wrong at all and that she can continue with electrocuting people and have this way of thinking. So maybe, yeah, maybe in order to knock some sense into her and to help her to understand that she was brainwashed and she needs to relearn how to rethink again. Maybe, I don't know. Is it like, is the punishment like Danganronpa execution, but without them being executed at the end? Like just being scared stiff from their, like something linked with their crime. I don't know, but it's really hard when you are in front of people who don't see the problem in their behavior. And who obviously have, I mean, like, yeah, it's really a tough case with her. I think I will have a hard time deciding how to read this little girl, because she I mean, why is she even here? Like, I mean, like, why are they even here? Like, most of them only need to talk to like a professional therapist. Like, most of them only need like therapy. Namely, Amane, I think Haruka, maybe Shido, but maybe Shido is too far gone, I don't know. And Mahiru to understand that maybe there are something that need to be discussed with Mahiru. And the other one, we'll see. I don't believe that they are all unforgivable, but I'm still thinking, still trying to find clues in the MV. Never spoiling myself, but trying to put this brain of mine at work. So what I think, just like I said, that will be my, not my final theory, but my concluding theory from what we have seen here. She is, I would say cult, though I'm not, I mean, the priest is pretty much a giveaway that she's in a cult. She tried to rebel because she's a kid, and it's pretty normal for kids to disagree with rules. She was punished. She tried to help a friend that was also here, a brother, a sister, I don't know. She was even more punished severely, like she was traumatized by it. And they brainwashed her into thinking that if she punished this friend, sibling of her, she will be a good girl, and that only good girls are worth to, like, deemed to be alive or things like that. And she would be scared, and she wanted to be a good girl, and she would be okay. Then I will punish this friend, sibling, and maybe she killed purposefully or in, like, by mistake, with like lightning, electrocution. And then she would be fully accepted by the cult, and her role would be like the Punisher would be to be the Punisher. Like she was either the leader, but like she's 12 years old, so she can't be the leader. She's obviously not the leader, but they either prepare her to be the next leader, and they prepare her from a very young age so that she can be a better subject, like a better leader, better thing to toy with. Or she was like in the position of like a child who is punishing the other child, or a child who is gaining the trust of the other child so that she can punish them better. I don't know, a thing pretty twisted like that. Obviously, it's only the first trial, so there are obviously like clues, things that I am missing from all of that. And there was like this thing also with like broken promises. Maybe she promised to be a good girl, and by helping the cat friend sibling, I don't know, she became a bad girl. She was punished, and that's why she's sorry. She's sorry for breaking the rules. She's sorry. And there are all of the things about like apology, being sorry, the promise. Now I feel like there is something like with also like lightning, thunders, electricity. So we'll see. She's a very interesting one. I really I think I love her. I don't know if she's really liked, because like I think she would upset a lot of people. Especially from like her voice drama. I think like a lot of people will be like upset by her behavior and attitude. But I really like it. It's refreshing and it's challenging at the same time. And it's also like kind of torturing. Like I'm torturing myself like on her case. And I like that. But because I like my brain to be challenged and my thinking to be challenged. But yeah, it will be hard if she doesn't understand that she's not thinking by herself, and that what she thinks is actually only like the thought that people implemented into her. But until like if she doesn't understand that, it will be hard to continue, because the thing is like maybe like even in like trial 3 she'll be like, oh but no, I never killed people, I guided them toward the right path, and it's their fault if they were like disobedient. And if she keeps saying that, I mean, yeah, she's only a child, but as I said, they just need therapy at one point. Like, they don't need to be here and to be punished. They only need to, like, had conversation on the sofa with tea and cookie. Long, repetitive conversation. Obviously, there are clues that I'm missing. Obviously, there are hints that I didn't get and that I won't be. Maybe there are things like pretty obvious that I missed. But if I replayed on my own and I try to find things, maybe I will tell you about them. No spoils. Hints? Can I talk about hints? No, not the bells. not the choir, not the organ. But yeah, thank you for watching this until the end and for being just so on board with all of my little antics, my little gimmick. I'm trying to make sense sometimes I'm not making sense. I don't know how you put up with me, but you're so good, my sea bunny. Next, we will have Mikoto, and then we will have Kotoko, so number 9 and number 10. Then I think I will do, so after Mikoto, after Kotoko, I will do a video where I will read the timeline, read the question and answers. Like I remember I read, like you told me that there were like questions that they would answer in pair. So I will have to watch that too. And maybe then I will give my final verdict. Like, honestly, like at this point I just want to put everyone in forgivable, because we have so little clues, and I feel like so many things are being like kept from us that I just can't put anyone in unforgivable simply because I don't have the full picture. But I think this is the point of not having the full picture and then realizing that, oh, all of our votes were actually so bad and we did things like so wrongly. And like every people that we thought were forgivable are actually unforgivable, and every person who are unforgivable, they are actually forgivable. So, but we'll see that in a few videos, and then trial 2, and then trial 3. But it's not for now. I mean, like, we'll have some time. I heard like some of you Sibanese told me that it was toward June trial 3. So yeah, we have time for trial 2. I'm still debating whether I should do live session or not. Maybe for the whole verdict question and answer timeline. I will believe in your goodness. I'm still debating though. Thank you. I think this is how I will end my little video, and I will clean out my note, try to find more clues, try to think more about her case, and then we'll jump right into number 9. That seems like an interesting little one. Although I have like no notes about Mikoto because he didn't leave me that much of an impression. But that's why I'm even more excited, because like with nothing to say at the beginning, we can only have more theory to do during the interrogation and the MV. So I tell you until next time, probably next week. Thank you again, and have a super duper great day, a super duper great week, a super duper great night. Sleep well, eat well, drink a lot of water, and until then,